Hello, happy Thursday. This has been really challenging to do. Yesterday I spent 45 minutes to an hour trying to figure out Zoom. You think I probably should have figured that out before last minute, but I didn't. Shocker. So still couldn't figure it out. So now I'm at work using our Vibe smartboard to show you guys my presentation. So let me see if I can turn it into a slideshow. Okay, yay. Hopefully I do this good. So here's the first page, my personal practice. Okay, where I practice. So this little photo, gosh, I wish you guys could see better, is my house. It's my couch, my living room. I love how there is an open window so I can get that natural lighting that we talk about. But what I stated, I said when I practice yoga, I feel most at peace when at a studio, but sometimes when we are not that lucky to have a yoga studio to practice at. Now with my yoga studio being out of commission, I practice at a local gym in a peaceful area and at home. Below I've attached two images. Don't know where my other image went to, shocker. Where I practice so I could show you guys where I practice. Two important factors to me with my space is natural lighting and a peaceful space without messes or many distractions. So working at home for me, or not working at home, but practicing at home can be really challenging, especially because we have a puppy who's 6 months old. She's wild. And then my husband comes home from work, he logs all day, drops his boots off, they get dirt everywhere, he flops on the couch, and it's chaos. So I can't practice there much unless I have an oddball day off during the week and I'm home by myself, or he's away on the weekend and the dog's with him. So I have the house kind of to myself. We only live in like 850 or 900 square feet. So our spaces is kind of small. But pictured below is my living room, which you can see during the day lets in a lot of natural lighting. I said, unfortunately, I'm only able to enjoy this natural daylight on weekends because I work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Lucky me. Come on. So my favorite practices, the names are so challenging. I know you guys probably can agree with me that the names are kind of embarrassing to say because you're not certain how to pronounce them. So I attached two images here too. So one of my favorites is Vinyasa Flow, and it has it's been one of my favorites from when I first started yoga back in 2018. Why I like it is because I like to connect my breath with movement. I said connecting breath with movement was and is still really challenging for me. I feel like it's really hard to, if you don't know the movements, which is hard, but not knowing them and trying to keep your breath focused on movement can be hard because sometimes our brain goes right to trying to focus on how to do the movement right to where we lose track of breathing. To me, that happened a lot when I first got into yoga, and still, I don't practice nearly as much as I should, but it's still challenging. But if I start tell myself focus on breath and movement will come, I focus on my breath way more. But I said it was really challenging for me, but the way my body moves with breath makes my body feel amazing and empowered. When I first started doing Vinyasa Flow, it felt really fast paced because they were like, boom, every breath movement, every breath go. And to me, I was like, like watching other people like, oh my gosh, they're going so fast. I feel like I'm watching them. Like, it kind of sucked, but it felt really fast paced. But the main thing I love about yoga is that you do what feels good with your body. That's what I do like about the best, is that you can have someone who's super experienced and they go super fast, and that makes their body feel really good. But I can be doing the same thing, modified a little bit slower, and I could be feeling just as good. Like, just do what your body can do and what feels good to do. While someone else is going through the flow quicker does not mean you have to speed up and be in sync with them. It is all individualized, which is the best part. I said along with Vinyasa flow, my other favorite is Shavasana. At my yoga studio, we always ended with it, and it was my favorite. At first, it was really hard for my brain to stop going, stop thinking, like, okay, just lay there, relax, like, go into this crazy, different space in your head. And they always would tell me, like, take whatever your thoughts are and leave them at your car, leave them outside, leave them not in here. And so it was really hard, but once I just simply focused on my breath and gave my mind to think about that rather than all the other stuff, it was like I was asleep. I fell asleep. Like, it was so calm. Laying there with your palms up, listening to either nothing or relaxing yoga playlist. And once you begin to focus so heavily on your breath, you begin to fade away into paradise, for real. When waking up, they always would slowly be like, okay, slowly waking up your body by moving your fingers, moving your toes, and then just kind of slowly, not be like, I'm up, like, hello, that's not relaxing at all. It's the opposite. So I really liked that. It was light, subtle ways to wake up your mind and your body. I love it so much. And here's just Vinyasa flow. It goes into it, and then Shavasana. How I have benefited. Wow, lots of words. Obviously, I have benefited a lot. I put this image here that says yoga is my health insurance because it is. I have had IBS, and they thought I had fibromyalgia and all these issues within the body, and believe it or not, 2018, I healed myself completely with yoga. No medication, no more doctors, nothing. Why I quit when I knew that worked? I don't know. So I put on here, yoga has benefited me in numerous ways. When I first started yoga, I had just started my new job of working in an office and sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. That really sucks. I did not realize the damage it would do on my body posture, or my back posture and body as a whole. A couple months into my job, I had severe back pain, so I went to the massage therapist, the chiropractor, the doctor to see what I could do for pain management. And luckily my doctor's a naturopath and he's amazing. He wears a kilt, he's weird. But he believes that yoga heals you. And so he told me, have you ever looked into yoga? And I told him I just started yoga at the studio nearby. And he told me, whatever you do, just stay consistent with the practice and you will see a difference. And I did. Thank God I listened. I stayed consistent with yoga for about 1.5 years, going 4 to 5 days a week. Staying consistent with this practice truly healed me. I felt no more pain, and I learned how to manage pain through breath. The best thing that I was able to walk away with is learning how to breathe properly and learn the ways that proper breathing techniques can truly change and benefit you. Honestly, breath to me, like how I benefited through yoga, like movement, don't even care. Like, it's a plus for sure. But breath has just proper breathing techniques too, have definitely changed a lot with anxiety, with pain management, with just so much. So love that. Come on. Understanding yoga? I feel like a lot of people have a misunderstanding or kind of, what's the right term? I don't know. Just kind of have a typical outlook, like, oh, they kind of associate yoga with, oh, you're a hippie, you're this, you're that, like, you're probably, they think politics too, you're probably this, you're probably that, and it's weird, it's strange. So I put on here that many individuals have a different or possibly incorrect understanding of yoga. But I feel with the large diversity of yoga and the individuality, that yoga can mean whatever it means to you. Some use yoga for movement and exercise, while others may use it for stillness and meditation. I see in here a lot of individuals who think it just has to do with body, while for me it has a lot to do with mind. I read an article from the New York Times that gives a description of yoga. It mentions that yoga is for those who are young or old, overweight or fit, or a yogi versus not. it heavily states that yoga is for everyone, and that it is, and that is why I love it so much, because it's just so universal throughout the world. So that's why I put yoga pictures of all people, different shapes, different colors, different whatever, and a little picture down here that says yoga is for everyone, because it truly is. And my resources. That is it. Pretty boring. I hope it was 10 minutes. I'm sorry, really dragged it out. I hope you guys liked my vibe board. This is our first time using it here at the tribe, so hope it worked well. Have a great weekend.